Happy to have Micaela Whitworth, our fitness columnist, in here. She's here to talk about gadget gift ideas for fitness buffs.
Yeah.
And you're starting with a waterproof MP3. I'm thinking you're using it in a pool?
You are.
Okay.
So Sony has designed an underwater waterproof headset, but a lot of runners tend to use it as well. So it can actually hold up to about 1,000 songs, about 4 gigs. And it has, I think it is, what is the battery life on that? I think, yeah, 8 hours of battery life on that. And people love it. I mean, the sound is not going to be as good as like your Bose headset or something like that because you're underwater. But I find swimming kind of boring, to be honest.
So it's while you're doing laps,
while you're
you
doing
can listen to your favorite songs.
Yeah, there's no cord attached to it. And yeah, I mean, other people for, say, running outside in the rain and you don't want to ruin your, iPhone or Android or anything like that, then you can take this waterproof headset out. Apparently the fit's really good and it stays on pretty well.
Well, it doesn't connect to, so where do the songs go? They stay in the...
I think it's USB connection.
Okay.
And it's all in there. And apparently it takes just 3 minutes for it to charge for a 60-minute battery life. But at the full charge, it's 8 hours.
The songs are somewhere in the speaker in that blue...
Yeah.
That's weird.
Technology's amazing.
Yeah, it sure is. iPing, what's the iPing Cradle?
Do you play golf?
I do not.
Okay. Well, this would be for the golf lover.
Okay.
Now, the Cradle itself is just going to connect to your putter. And it doesn't, they make it for, Samsung phones. They make it for iPhones. And you're going to have the iPing app, which is a free app. And this is going to help you analyze your impact angle. It's going to help you improve your putting mechanics.
Jeez.
So for the golf lover, this is something that's, a little stocking stuffer that they tend to love. It had some really good reviews on that. So
how much was that?
$30.
Oh, that's okay. That's very
Yeah,
affordable.
you can get it at Golf Town, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Nike FuelBand, you said this is something even you are kind of interested in.
Yeah, it is. Have you heard of the Nike FuelBand?
I have not.
Okay. So the biggest craze for this year, as well as 2014, is going to be these bands that you wear around your wrist. It's almost like your own personal trainer. And what the Nike FuelBand does, it measures your movement. So you know how on an iPhone you turn your phone sideways? And it automatically the screen kind of goes the opposite way.
Yes.
So the same thing with this, it understands where it is in space. So when you're running and you're doing this arm motion, the Nike FuelBand is monitoring that type of motion. When you're playing tennis, it monitors that type of motion. So it knows, Nike created this Nike Fuel, which is its own unit of measurement, but based on your own goals, you're going to set up how much fuel you're going to have in a day. It guides you along on how to do that.
Okay, but when you say fuel, I'm thinking food.
No. So this is just movement.
Okay.
Movement. So that's just the name that they have for it. But what motivates people is when you have your goal, it goes from one color right at the end, at the beginning of the day, and the more you move around, these light up. It goes lighter and lighter and lighter all the way till you hit your fuel.
Okay.
So it's another motivating factor, and it goes on to the Nike Fuel app, which will then tell you, you need to move more, or, you can track your food. There's lots of different things you can do with that. And then the other bands that do exist, like there's another one called Jawbone, and that one also can track your sleep and tell you the quality levels of your sleep, but all movement-based as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
A Fitbit scale.
Fitbit scale, yes. This one's kind of, I don't know.
Scales always scare me.
I'm not sure if this is a good gift or not. It depends on if someone's already in their, fat loss phase. But it's a Wi-Fi enabled scale, which is going to track your weight, your BMI, your body fat, and it will auto sync with the Fitbit app as well. And Fitbit has one of these bands, so you can also wear your band on top of that. These ones you can buy at Best Buy, so $129. But it's kind of fun to know not just what your weight is, but in terms of how much muscle you have compared to body fat. I actually find that's a bit more useful than just an overall weight.
Yeah, how the heck would it know that?
So it's electronic pulse is sent up through the scale, through your feet, and it's actually measuring the water levels of your body.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's more water in fat? No, is there more water in fat?
Yes.
There is.
Sorry. Now I'm getting this wrong. Now you're confusing me. Muscle mass has a higher water content, than body fat.
Okay.
Why do I feel like I'm getting this wrong? This is no good. I'm tired.
I don't know. And then a crazy fork.
Yeah, the Happy Forks. Okay.
It actually, you said it vibrates when you eat too fast for one thing.
Yes.
But it keeps track of how much you eat?
It keeps track of your timing of your eating. So a lot of people do tend to eat too fast, which actually can lead to weight gain. Because you don't have that stop button that's saying, okay, you've had enough, you're full. So it's not going to track your calories. I mean, with the app, you can actually include that. You can track all your food as well. But this is going to tell you what your eating habits are like. You're eating too fast, and you need to take more breaks. And it's going to help with proper digestion of your food as well. Because I told you about this earlier, how many times do you have to chew for it to be properly digested?
Yeah, you said 20,
at least 20 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it won't count the number of times that you eat. Chew, I mean.
No, it won't count them, but it'll count the intervals, they call it.
Okay.
So,
yeah, it's the time.
But say you're like, okay, you were really hungry that day, and it's going to vibrate. Well, okay, that you're eating too fast. Put down your fork.
Yeah.
And it'll give you that all up on the mobile app. And then from there, you can kind of track your stats, see if you're starting to eat slower. But this had great reviews. People loved their Happy Forks.
Like fitness buffs like it, or just people?
People in general, they were trying to lose weight. I saw one lady, she wrote that normally it would take her like 10 to 15 minutes to eat a meal, and now it's 30 to 40 minutes, which is a proper amount of time for you to consume a meal.
It is?
It is, yeah. We're supposed to eat a lot slower, and she said too, like you start to taste your food more. And because I'm a slow eater already, and everyone kind of makes fun of me. I don't need the Happy Fork, but I know a lot of people eat with me that they could probably use one. So maybe I'll be giving out Happy Forks for Christmas to all my clients.
Yeah, I think I'd end up throwing it out a window. But anyway. Micaela Whitler, thank you very, very much for coming up with these ideas, and hopefully someone gets you the Happy Fork.
The FuelBand.
The FuelBand. Okay.